Welcome to the Drunkards and Dragons podcast.
I'm out.
I liked it.
You okay? You okay?
Where we get drunk and we play D&D.
And Crib is gone.
And one of our members has rage quit life. So,
Fuck yourself, Alan.
in his honor, let us clink drink slam.
Okay.
So,
You can't do it anyway, so whatever. I'm drinking.
I'm drinking.
It hit a weird spot while I said that, and it was weird. Well,
Last week, we were approaching the ice door thing
Mm-hmm.
when the gargoyle started springing to life, and we were all like, crap! So...
Who lets her talk? Alan, you have one job. You
No.
poke her to submission.
She'll make a good pun, and all this will be worth it.
Anisoptera.
You just said good pun.
Puns are amazing.
They are.
Alan, you create a paradox just talking. Oh.
Go on.
So, Anisoptera accidentally, and she's very sorry for it, hit Selly in the back with one of her arrows. So,
I think
that
the word you're
happened.
looking for is shot and pierced.
Yeah.
What else happened to Sally?
And
Kato?
then,
her face ran into my shield.
right.
Twice.
Sure.
Twice.
So, Selly got
Yeah.
bashed up pretty good, and she's basically
Took
dying.
one charisma damage.
No, I didn't. I didn't. It's not happening. You
Two
need to stop.
charisma damage.
And so the door,
Make it
Temporary.
three?
You can make it temporary.
and so
Until you roll and save against it.
Until you roll
While
to
we
save
were-
against swelling.
while we were fighting all the gargoyles, this creature comes like bursting out of the door, and it was like this weird thing that turns invisible, and that basically,
Just.
it basically defeated Crib, so Crib is also dying. So we're not quite sure who's going to live.
Chris
But
also
we are
died.
now
Crib
finally...
also saved Annie from bleeding out, but fine, okay.
Yeah, but she didn't ask for it, so.
Oh, okay.
We
so
are
if he comes
finally
back, he's killed
out
someone.
of combat with some dying party members, and we resume.
You're alive.
I'm
You're stabilized.
negative
No.
seven.
You're stabilized.
I'm stabilized at -7.
He stabilized her last episode.
At
Right.
-7.
-7, correct.
I have yet to roll.
Okay.
You mean you have yet to try and survive?
I don't
be
even
the
know
new
what my health
Benito.
is right now.
Don't be the
I
new
have a
Benito.
health-
I
I
swear.
don't know how death saves work outside of combat. If we should have to, like...
Timer.
You have to
timer.
make-
Timer.
Timer what?
Timer. Like
See
he's-
how many times you can roll a d20 in
Well, no,
1 minute?
No, like you put the timer down, and like it's not like if someone's like has fatal like wounds, they're just like, how are we gonna deal with this? Like it's like blood gushing everywhere.
No. What I
So-
mean is, okay, there's only like two ways to deal with it.
Check.
One is that someone can stabilize them, or they can attempt to save and stabilize themselves.
Okay.
How, like, theoretically, he would get infinite rolls to stabilize himself, and because it's per round, he has to roll once per round.
Am I
I
losing
guess you
health per round?
No, I guess you have 3 rolls to get. See, that's the other thing. Somebody has to stabilize you.
They don't
You can't-
have to.
Unless you roll a 20, they have to stabilize you.
Right.
So if I roll a 1, I just auto die, right?
That means you're going to keep rolling dice, and everything you roll, if you roll more than 3 dice below 10, you were going to die. Why are you trying to
I
kill your own
missed.
character?
I missed. I'm
Why
dead.
don't I just stabilize?
Actually, the first one was a 19.
19, 13, and 15.
That's all passing.
Damn it. Okay.
Somebody
So
has,
Crib
somebody
lives.
has to stabilize you. No,
It doesn't. It's not you live. It's you don't die.
Well, fair enough.
you're still unconscious.
Unconscious as fuck.
So,
Okay.
let's continue.
So Selly and
So you're all standing
Crib
outside
are-
of the giant tower,
but they're
Yes.
unconscious.
and
Both of them?
Selly is stabilized,
Right.
but
Blood spotted.
I
Groaning.
guess
A
conscious.
long barrel roll path of snow treks towards Sally's
Responsive, but not conscious.
Sure. See, that's the other thing is that if you're unconscious, you can't technically
Do
body.
anything?
Responsive?
make attempt to heal yourself unless you guys make an extended rest.
Okay, so I will heal them, and then it will be healed.
With heal check?
Yes.
Okay.
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 So, what are you doing?
Can you heal both of them, or do I have to heal one? You have to heal
He's
one?
still bleeding out.
Yep.
Selly is not.
So okay.
Kriv is still bleeding out.
I'm just gonna gurgle
Okay.
all that blood out right
Since
now.
he is in worse shape, I'm going to rush to his aid. Cover his wounds, apply pressure. Like, it stabilized you a long time ago. You shut the fuck up.
I'm still groaning because I'm still.
No,
in
you're
seizure.
unconscious, so you're not groaning.
Unconscious people can groan.
They don't.
Are you kidding
They
me?
don't.
Are you jokes?
Confirm this.
Unconscious people. Do you talk in your sleep?
That's different from being unconscious.
Can I talk in my
Very similar.
unconscious bloody
It's,
sleep?
it's not. It's actually not. People under like anesthesia do not sleepwalk.
People under anesthesia are also anesthetized along with being unconscious.
Okay, people that are knocked the fuck out do not sleepwalk.
I
Also,
think there are
if
multiple things that go into that.
people have been known to talk under anesthesia. Like they have weird conversations with other people.
What?
Just roll your heal check already.
Roll
Figure
your
out
heal
what
check.
to do. That's a 3.
Excellent.
So I'm bleeding out.
You're still bleeding. I cover the wound some more.
You threw the dice. I don't count.
So wait, what's your
No,
total? What's
that
your
was-
total roll with the 3?
Huh? 11.
Oh, okay.
And then a roll of 19.
Okay. So you stabilize him. He's no longer bleeding out.
Excellent.
But I don't understand. So they're still just lying there unconscious.
Yes.
Oh.
So we have to do something with their
You
bodies.
can attempt to recuperate them, to like bring them back into consciousness and like bind their wounds to attempt to heal them, or to attempt to like have them heal themselves, basically, like to allow their bodies to heal themselves. If you DC 10 to grant a saving or grant a second wind from heal.
Okay. Alright, so...
I think that technically stabilized creatures go to 0 health.
Right.
So no longer negatives. So your health is at 0.
Okay. So having stabilized him, I approach Selly, and I take out my knife, and I start cutting off strips of her clothing to form bandages, and then I apply the bandages to her wounds. 14.
Okay. So you can spend a healing surge
I'm not even gonna say it.
to after like a few you guys were like after like 20 minutes or so of like just healing them and like waking them back up and bringing them back into consciousness, they are able to like kind of catch their breath and like get up and do things again.
Can I spend a
Okay.
little?
So I cut off some more of her clothing, and I walk back over to...
Why don't you just cut off your own clothing or like
I don't have
something
clothing.
not so?
I have armor, and then I have balls.
Underclothes, and you're not wearing armor and balls.
You have small clothes.
You have small clothes, or else your balls are gone.
Fine,
'cause your
fine.
armor just.
I have armor and a loincloth.
He is gonna be chafed in that armor.
Yeah.
Loincloth.
You're bleeding from small nicks all over your body.
Do it. No, do it. Make him roll for it.
No,
Chris, please.
no.
He's already
please.
rolling the dice.
He's wearing small clothes.
I'm a
under his
very
armor.
hairy man.
Now,
Okay.
what?
Oof. Okay.
Oh my god.
Very, very hairy.
Sure.
Very hairy.
Fine.
Okay. Alright. Okay, so, yeah. Cut up clothes, form bandages, go to crib and...
Why don't you
try
shave
to-
your hair and use that as bandage?
That is a 7.
I can't weave it. I don't have tailoring.
That is a 7.
15.
Okay.
Okay.
You expel a healing surge and you get your healing
I
surge
now
back.
have 0 healing surges.
Okay. You're gonna die.
We knew this going into this episode. Like I don't understand why.
Just stay away from combat.
I
you'll be fine.
start slowly waking up, and I say, Annie, Annie,
What?
Annie,
What?
what's going on? I feel cold suddenly.
Baird is cutting off all your clothes.
You're getting stripped, bitch.
My dress. Okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep now. Good night.
Baron,
Okay.
I
why is Sally half naked now?
She's not half naked. I cut off like a quarter of her dress.
Robes. You're wearing
Robes.
robes.
It's a dress.
Why'd you cut her
Underneath her
robes?
robes is another. pair
Did you
of
try and
clothes.
rape Sally while we were past out?
No. Jesus Christ.
You can carry me, you dumb mindback.
Okay.
I cuddle up
Can
and sleep on the
I
floor.
also spend healing surge? Can I also spend one?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. I grab Kriv by his hands and I drag him into the doorway.
I said carry, you
Okay.
son of a bitch.
So the doorway itself
You
is
are like 3 feet taller than I am.
How tall are you?
I am like 4'8".
That is a foot and some change. I'm 6'2".
Really? I thought you were like 7.
Usually I'm like 7. I'm only 6'0".
Yeah. Okay. All right. Whatever.
There's a range. I picked the shortest.
Why did you pick the shortest?
Why would I pick the tallest?
Because you're dragon.
Tallest is best.
I hate everyone.
So the doorway itself, the thing that like the door that you guys saw isn't the door that leads into like it's not the door and then like the interior of the tower. It's a kind of like an entryway. It's about 10 feet by 10 feet like entryway. And there's another double door in the entryway, like directly behind the 10 feet behind the one that burst open when the creature came out. So it's not like you can get into the entryway with no problem, but you can't. The other door is like closed.
This
How
wine
close
is
is
awful.
the other door?
It's like salty.
I told you bought
Salty
shitty wine. There's good cheap wine, but you just decide not to buy it.
I'm going to go.
Or you could stop being a vagina and just
I
drink
mean,
alcohol
like-
instead.
Like once I'm 3 shots in, it's not gonna matter because I'm three shots in. But right now, it tastes salty and shitty.
Salty wine.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm going to go to a corner.
Okay.
Take out my bedroll.
I'm already
sleep.
cuddled up and sleeping.
All right. So he's sleeping out in the open. So I take her hands and I drag her into the doorway, the same as the Kriv.
Now you're holding her hands? Jeez.
I roll my eyes at fucking Annie.
It's extremely cold.
I have a special cloak given to me
Birds.
by Madame Mayor. I'm not that cold.
I still have my cloak on. I keep that on while I wrap myself in my bedroll.
Okay.
So
The interior of the entryway is coated in a really thin layer of ice. Like all the walls and the floor and the ceiling, everything is coated in this like extremely thin layer of just ice.
maybe
It's
we
not as
should...
bad as it was outside where like the ground was slick and you couldn't really walk on it that well. It's not slick like that, but it's still like noticeably like icy.
Let's
It's
go
like walking
inside
on
inside.
bananas.
It's not like walking on bananas. Outside was like walking on bananas.
Okay.
This is like walking on
Sunshine?
Nice.
Sunshine?
Sunshine.
This is like walking on strawberries.
Yeah, sure. This is like walking on
like
strawberries.
this-
Christopher, may I ask you a question?
No.
Why are Mew's eyes like? Why are her pupils like straight slits and tigers are wide pupils?
Because cats, their pupils open and like the pupils they expand and contract depending on situations. just
Right,
like
Right.
humans.
Tiger's been looking inside all day, and Mew stares out the window.
No. When
Yeah.
a cat sees something that they want to kill, their pupils expand so that they can get a better like view of it and more light coming into their eyeballs.
And yet
Right.
Tiger is always
So when
forced to stare at
You're
Kayudo.
playing with Tiger right now. That
Yes.
string is causing his pupils to constrict. If you do the same thing with Mew, you'll see her pupils just like blow up.
I don't think I've ever seen his pupils not be this wide though.
Put them in a dark space and they'll get small.
What?
That's the same
Other
thing
way
as
around.
humans.
No, the other way around. They'll get smaller
Or
in a
they'll-
light
yeah.
space. I mean, they'll get bigger in a light space. Whatever. You know what I mean. Let's go in that other room where it's not so cold and icy. I walk over and I open the door.
Also, cats cannot see well in light, in like bright light. They see it's like blurry to them. They see better in dark.
So they have
The
low
door is
light
locked.
vision.
What?
Cats have low light vision. Low
They-
light vision.
It would be more akin to dark vision because low light vision doesn't like decrease your ability to see in the light. Old school dark vision did. If it was like dark and somebody lit a torch, you would be blinded by the light.
Listeners, you just got free information from
Cat
the
fact
day,
of the day.
from
Cat fact of the
a
day. Cat fact of the day.
certified
Cat fact of the day.
animal science
Cat fact of the day.
graduate.
Cat fact of the day.
Cat fact of the day.
Bullets
Woo!
in my brain. Woo! Let's go.
The door's locked.
That's cool.
I'm still asleep.
Okay, that's fine. But she said she tried to open the door.
It's locked. So now I don't know what to do. I can try and do a thievery, even though it's not my skill to unlock it, right? Or did we have this conversation before and I can't?
What?
We had this conversation before where I thought that if thievery isn't one of my skills, I can't actually use it for lockpicking.
That is correct.
Damn it.
Or we could always just try and pry the door open again. That worked so well the first time, Kato. If
That
you're
is-
paying attention.
that is also
And not dry
correct.
humping your cat.
Stop
trying to do my
metagaming.
cat. What the
You're
fuck?
asleep. Stop metagaming.
You are asleep. You are completely asleep.
Fine, I try and open the door again
With what?
with more vigor.
With more vigor or more Danya?
Vigor.
Torture.
Doesn't even work anymore. You've used it. You ruined it. You ruined it all for yourself.
You can attempt to bash the door open, or
I only have like
some-
15 health, so I don't really know how
some
strong I
other-
actually am
You only
right
have
now.
15 health. I don't think you should be opening doors.
I am asleep.
Well,
I am curled, snuggled
I don't
up
want to
with
sleep on the
my
ice in
bear
the
claw.
cold.
Kaido, you're not doing your job.
Hmm?
You're not doing your job.
What is my job?
People calling things by their names. And you stop it.
What? Who's calling people things by the names?
Talking about health. Health is not a thing.
Yeah, out of game. What the fuck?
Well,
there's no out of game
only
No,
have...
it
ruins all the RP.
You guys should be completely silent
I'm
because you're
trying to be
fucking
silent. Trying to be fucking silent.
That's not good.
That's not
I
trying to
start
be silent.
snoring.
That's also not good for a podcast.
I start snoring profusely.
Okay. You start snoring, and it's visibly coming out of your mouth. I don't know.
In the
I don't know how to
form of
profusely
ice.
snore.
I create little Zeds above my head. With
Shut
magic.
the fuck up. God damn it.
Why, guy? Why the fuck would you say that?
Say what?
Fuck.
It's
fuck
called
you.
a Z.
Fuck
this
you.
is fucking America.
Fuck
it's
you.
called a fucking
you fucking
Z.
cunt. God damn it.
I hate you so
Zed?
fucking. A Z?
Fuck your shit.
A fucking
Jesus.
Z?
A Zed?
Did you go to school in Britain or some other European country?
No.
No? Then it's called a fucking Z.
I actually think we have someone who likes our Facebook who's actually from Britain.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm just
I don't
saying.
care. It's still called a Z
It's-
in America.
It's
called
H, not H. Fuck your shit.
Herbs? Zedbra?
No, man.
Zedbra?
God, can we just cut this right now and just like throw him out?
Zedbra? You,
I could say one word and this would be instantly cut.
Zebra.
you Vlad, bro? You Vlad?
Just leave.
Should just let her die.
I should have.
Wait! I wake up and pull my finger in the air.
Good job.
Bad game as fuck.
And
And
Go
what
on.
do you do?
Yay!
Annie.
I'm all the way over by the door.
I just
FYI.
want the other three of you to know that you're all allowing this to happen. You do nothing to stop it.
Stop what?
You do nothing to interrupt her.
Would you like me
Just
to?
let her talk.
Annie,
'Cause I
you
stood
shot
at the
me,
door.
Annie. You shot me. I walk towards Annie, wherever she might be, and as I walk, glowing energy invigorates me. And I use a healing surge.
I might do it. I might just do it.
So this door. I don't know how to open it. That's frustrating me.
I also have a question.
Sure.
Am I now level 3?
No.
So I'm not level 3.
No.
Fine.
You're not just gonna ding all of a sudden.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by
Hey, Alan, guess
Trans
what?
Rage.
What's that?
This isn't World of Warcraft.
I didn't say it was.
Glowing yellow light surrounds you. A number appears. It is a giant number 3.
I didn't say that. I just want to know how much health I have.
You have whatever you had at level 2.
Level 2. Excellent.
Dose.
Love low, doso.
As
Bear,
I walk
what
to
are you
Annie,
doing?
I am invigorated with
I'm
energy,
still attending to your wounds while you are asleep.
and I go up to Annie.
Okay. Go on.
I hate you.
and I start talking to her. And I say, Annie, 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 Annie.
I see this activity going on, and I rush to her side. I wrap my arm around her neck, and I, gently as I can, choke her out until she passes out.
Does not sound lawful good.
What is going on?
I don't think that happened.
Shh. It's okay. You need to sleep. Just go to sleep.
This
Go to
got...
sleep.
Is this actually happening? Wait, is he serious?
Just go to sleep.
Wait, are you
You
serious?
need to rest.
Is
There
that
is
actually
a
happening? He needs to roll for this.
B, there are so many things wrong with this that it's just overwhelming.
I don't
me.
know
Alright,
what's
you
wrong with
just
this.
upgraded from cutting off her clothes to holding her hands, and now you're
That's
like,
one of the
now
things.
you're
And
joking around.
if he doesn't fall out of lawful good and take some sort of damage,
This is for your own good. I want you to heal, so I need you to rest.
No, that's not what a lawful good would say. Lawful good would guide me by the hand and tell me to go to sleep, and
I know how you are, though.
and serenade me to sleep.
I know how you are. You're very willful. So
Lawful good does not mean Barney.
Lawful good means Barney.
It doesn't.
Yes,
it
does.
doesn't. It actually doesn't. I'm doing this for your
I
own
mean,
good.
Barney's pretty lawful good.
Barney's also pretty rapey.
He loves everyone.
So maybe you are Barney.
I'm not raping anyone. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
Why did you shoot me, Annie?
choke her out.
Why?
Yes. Does this occur? What's going
No,
on?
it
now?
doesn't occur, motherfucker.
It might.
You can attempt a grab attack.
Does he run across
I mean,
the fucking room?
she's
Do I
A
hear him?
10-foot room.
Yes, a 10-foot room. Do I
which
hear
is
him?
A step.
It's not a step.
No, it is a step.
His steps are 1 fucking foot.
It is a step. Kriv is here. You are here. I am here.
None
I
of us
understand that. You're a dwarf who is 4'11", whose steps are no more than 2 feet.
You are like mortally injured.
Right, and I'm at Annie at the other side of the room.
Episode
So-
21, titled "Less Battle, More Bitching."
yes, lots and lots of that.
Do I hear his approach? Kind.
Sure. It's
Game
not
master.
it's not a hurried approach. He's
Okay.
just walking towards you.
So I speak with Annie and I ask her why she shot me in the back. Annie, you shot me. Why?
It was an accident. So, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I
okay.
grunt the word gold.
I guess
while
accidents
sleeping.
happen, Annie. I guess they do. So
So
what's happening here? I'm a bit dazed since I was bleeding out of everywhere only a minute ago.
I'm gonna open this door
Oh, okay.
because it's too cold in here to sleep.
Oh,
So are you gonna attempt a grab attack?
Can I just make a campfire?
Yeah.
I can make a campfire.
So while he's been
mean,
while
you
she's
can't
been
fire.
talking with Annie,
Where?
I have been stealthily approaching.
stealthily
You
approaching.
did not
Stealthily
roll
approaching.
stealth.
Stealthily
You did not
appro-
roll stealth.
Right. So
Okay, fine.
I roll a 9.
Versus my insight.
You would be your perception. But yeah.
Wait, a stealth?
Huh?
For your stealth?
Yeah, for more stealth.
I mean, I told he's approaching you. It's not like he's running towards you or like creaking his
He
way
said he's
towards
creaking
you. Like
'cause he said he's stealthing.
walking towards you.
So I notice him
Right,
creaking towards
but
me.
it's not like
Right,
you
but
are
you
not
can't be like,
expecting him to be
Someone's
there.
creaking, like fucking barely approaching
Right.
me.
You know he's there
Okay.
because it's not you're not expecting him to be there.
Right.
Like he's there. He was there when
Okay,
you saw
fair
him
enough.
there.
Fair enough.
So it's not like something where
Wait, can I make a
out of the
campfire?
ordinary.
Because there's not really like any timber
You have flint and
around.
tinder?
I have
Do you
flint
have
You have
and
flint and tinder.
firewood and
do I?
I think you do.
stuff that can start a fire?
If
Yeah,
not,
I
we can
guess
just
I
burn
do.
something.
Yeah.
Is
something
it
that's
an
covered in
adventurer's
ice.
kit? Because I have one of
Yeah,
those.
you're gonna burn something covered in ice.
I'm gonna burn my bag or something.
Yep. Yep, that just happened.
Or I'll cut off more of Sally's dress.
Oogie.
That of all things makes everybody like, what?
Alan, your character may end
Okay.
up looking like that Chinese schoolgirl very short.
So, having approached behind Sally, and Sally have not turned around,
Strength attack versus reflex.
Why do you want to choke her?
Do not
Strength
add
attack.
weapon modifiers The enemy is immobilized until it escapes, or you end your round.
Hey, man, if you look at my page one more time, I'm gonna stab you. I'm literally gonna stab you.
Right.
Got
in the box. Kaido.
Yeah, I know. Chan,
In the
can you
box.
have anything? I missed. My bad. Thank you, Chan.
That's a 3.
That is a 9.
So that doesn't
A
happen.
9 total?
A 9 total.
So that doesn't happen.
Okay, so you go up behind her and you, like, put your arms around her.
Mr. Bear!
Oh, you guys are
And I hug
bathroom.
Mr. Baron. Thanks, Mr. Baron. Although you did kind of ruin this robe, it's okay, I have another pair. I take off this robe, I put in my other robe, and I give Mr. Baron my current robe.
Where are these other robes coming from?
So you just like strip down, or like, okay,
Yes.
here you go.
Bag of holding?
Do you like what you see, Mr. Baron? You'll never get it, though.
That is so fucking weird. Why did you
Okay. Why would I want an elf person? No, gross. No.
He tried to get me naked. He tried to get me naked.
Wait, I thought you were like really into like. I don't remember.
He's a pervert.
I am a pervert.
No. Oh.
He's a pervert.
I'm not an elves. Elves are just weird.
Kaido's playing Kaido.
Yeah, a pervert.
Right.
I'm not paying. I'm not paying.
A
Hey, he's not-
hairy
he's not-
pervert.
He's not into elves.
Harry. Me. Not Harry.
He's not
So
into elves.
hairy.
He's into fucking weird druid and shit, man.
Okay.
Boomkins? He's into boomkins.
I wear my old robes and I give Captain Baron my tattered up robes, which have surprisingly been shortened since I passed out.
Okay. I pull out my knife and I begin shredding it into bandages.
Okay.
Do you like cry a little bit inside when you see your beautiful robes being cut up?
I'm a bit upset because I like my clothes a lot, but Mr. Baron seemed like he was happy to see me alive, so I hugged Mr. Baron and gave him a gift.
So you hug him instead of choking, or hug her instead of choking her.
Sure.
Because lawful good.
So now that we're inside Miss Annie, I'm a bit under the weather, but I will still try and see if there's any magic about.
Who's that? What the fuck was that?
A burp.
Oh.
Gross.
That's how you burp, Christopher.
That's not how you burp. You burp by burping.
That's how you either pretend that someone just touched your penis, or you farted and you don't want anybody to know.
What would you do if you were just sitting there working and your boss came up and touched your penis?
Oh, my boss?
What?
Both of my bosses are men,
Exactly.
so I'd be a little bit concerned.
That would be weird because my back is to the back of my cubicle. Like, they would have to reach around me.
Right. So I'm asking what you would do. You would do nothing, and you would say nothing. You would just sit there and just like, oh God, oh God.
Shock.
please stop.
I would pretty much just be in shock for like at least a little while.
Right, and then they would learn they could do it again, so they just come up and do it again, and you'd still be in shock.
Would I get
Why
something
wouldn't you
out of
guys
it?
just report
No,
it?
just
Like,
touching
why
your
wouldn't
dick.
you just be like, listen,
So I'm not
HR
getting
person.
like a raise.
No,
because
and
of it.
not stroking it, just touching it. The hand is just resting.
Just comes up and just like, good job, guy.
Yeah.
I probably get a decent lawsuit out of the company.
Why wouldn't you just report it? You should go to HR and be like, listen, boss man, touching my no-nos. Like,
I deal with HR today.
because you left.
Exit interview.
I thought this is D&D related.
Yep.
So, like, we haven't gotten anywhere.
No, you guys
I
haven't.
don't understand. If I can't open the door, how are we supposed to go anywhere?
Guy's taking 4 turns trying to choke me. Blame him.
There are more ways to open a door than to turn the handle.
I sit down and start casting
But-
detect magic.
Okay, fine.
While
I'll-
these guys try to
If
figure
If
something
I
out.
bash it, will I lose more health?
No.
Okay, I'll bash it.
What are you bashing it with? Your body?
I don't really have anything else, so yes.
There's also a door that is currently bashed apart
Oh.
in the other side of you.
Oh, well, I didn't know that. Okay, I go to that door.
That door leads to outside.
Oh. Right.
Pay attention to the area. Just fucking talk! Jesus Christ!
We do
I
this
sit down.
every week.
And start casting detect magic, sort of lazily, but I try and shoot it out.
Okay,
Sally,
fine.
you should really be asleep right now.
Why don't we just go to
I'm
sleep
actually
and then just start over?
I'm feeling a
when
bit
we're all,
better,
like-
but I need to figure this out in case there's more stuff around us, so we don't get attacked again. Don't worry, Mr. Barron, it's for the good of the group. I'll sleep after this.
Okay. Just make sure you don't randomly start bleeding.
Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Baron.
Because that's natural
Just give me a minute
occurrence.
to concentrate.
I don't know elf fucking physiology.
They randomly bleed like
So-
once a month.
They might. I imagine they would actually.
Alright, you detect magic and you ignore the current magic items that you know about and you find not really anything.
Excellent.
Like the tower itself has like a magic about it,
I brush that off because that's expected.
but there's nothing really out of the ordinary. Nothing that you wouldn't be expecting.
Baron, you are...
The door is magic, along with the rest of the tower itself.
Do I sense anything specific in the door, or do I sense a hint of the same magic that covers the tower?
Roll an Arcana.
Excellent. 24.
You don't detect anything specifically about the door, but you can determine that the door itself is, the magic on the door itself is a different kind of magic than what is actually, like, surrounding the tower. That it's, like, a different kind of, like, the R emanates differently, it kind of, like, it feels like a different kind of magic.
Okay, I will cuddle up on the floor and say, Mr. Baron, there might be more to that door. And I fall asleep.
Dun, 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 dun,
That's when
dun.
Baron starts creeping.
That door. Wait, does that mean the door is magical?
I'm asleep.
Hey, Sally.
Does
that mean the door is magical?
Maybe.
We should avoid that door. Just avoid it. We don't need it. Just,
Why are we avoiding the door?
It's magical.
I once encountered a magic school bus, and it was not a bad thing.
What is a bus? What is a school?
I happened upon it.
So are you guys actually sleeping in this?
I don't have a
This
choice.
is
I'm
prison.
dying.
Yes, we're sleeping in the dungeon. Let's move on.
They're sleeping in the dungeon.
I don't have a choice. I'm literally dying.
Okay, well, if our only magic person is
Sleeping in the
sleeping, I guess
dungeon.
we're sleeping.
I'm not sleeping.
Okay.
So I'm like,
And we're not in the
I'm on
dungeon.
watch.
We're at the beginning of a dungeon. Beginning of an alleged dungeon.
Okay, how is this working?
It is
Give me
working.
more details.
I'm sleeping for a straight hours and
I
not waking
use
up.
all my energy to cast detect magic,
And then you pass out.
and then I pass out.
Alright, so Ancestor and Baron are the only two people left awake.
No,
Yes.
I'll just sleep.
I gave-
I only
Use
have
a
15
sleep
health.
parent.
I gave.
Okay.
Mr.
I don't-
Baron-
Everyone is sleeping.
I gave
I'm not
I'm not
sleeping.
sleeping.
Can we
I
just,
passed
like-
out after giving Mr. Baron a foreboding warning of the door.
Okay.
I'm just gonna straight sleep.
Alright.
I'm
So
awake.
Baron's going to stay awake the whole time.
While I'm awake, I treat my own wounds with the bandages I fashioned out of Sally's clothes.
Okay.
Surges, yes?
Sure.
3 of them.
You're okay.
Cool.
Whatever you
Okay.
need to do.
3 surges, pop, full health. And while they're asleep, I just keep watch and make sure I hear nothing out of the ordinary going on inside the building.
Okay.
So after I wake up, I'll have full health, right?
Alright.
It's probably not going to be extended rest.
So the first, 6 hours go by, you don't, nothing out of the ordinary.
Is Baron just sitting there for 6 hours, just staring at the door?
You all went the fuck to sleep. He's sitting up and keeping watch so that nobody comes and kills you all in your sleep.
Yes, that.
So yes.
Thanks, Baron.
You're asleep.
The first 6 hours go by fine. After the 6th hour or so, first of all, it's cold as shit.
Yeah, it's cold as
They're
shit.
sleeping on
do not deny
ice.
that.
They're the ice underneath them has melted, and now they're wet and cold, and they're shivering, and
It
they're
probably
not
sucks
getting
dick.
a good
I
night's
imagine
sleep.
it sucks dick.
When you guys all wake up, your reflex saves are going to be -1, and you're also getting only half of your healing surges back.
What the F?
What do you mean half your healing surge?
That means the
Whatever-
total amount of
like,
healing surges per
Chan
day.
has 8 surges per day.
It will
He
go
has
down to
4
4.
today.
He has 4 now.
Round it up or round it down?
Round down.
Round it
up.
down.
So I only
Round
have
it
2
up.
more
No
healing
jokes.
surges left.
No, you regain half of your healing surges. Every time you have an extended rest, which is 6 hours of sleep or more, you regain all of your health in 4E, you regain all of your healing surges, and all of your encounters, dailies, and all of your powers. So all that comes back, but because you guys decided to sleep in a dungeon, in a freezing
Frozen
cold
dungeon.
area, and on a frozen floor, You're getting
they
a
have
minus
bedrolls.
1 to your reflex save. What?
They have bedrolls.
I passed out.
They have bedrolls, but
I thought
bedrolls
you
aren't
busted out
like...
your bedroll.
No, he busted out. Big Chan busted out his bedroll. I passed the fuck out.
So-
Even if he did
All I
bust out
wanna
his
know-
bedroll, like, the ice underneath him would have melted and soaked into his bedroll.
I mean, it
making his
depends
bedroll
how
just
insulated
wet.
his bedroll is.
All I want to know is when I wake up. Okay, I
Should I
understand. I
just
have
roll
half
DC 10
healing
to see
surge.
if that happens to me?
What is
It happens to you.
my
Sure.
health? What is
Oh,
my health when I wake
yeah.
up? Do I have full
A
health
20.
again?
I actually busted out a bedroll. So,
You're still gonna take the...
16.
You're still gonna take the...
I might as well just spend
Minus
healing
1.
surges.
And you're gonna gain 2/3 of your healing surge.
So-
No, you regain all... You don't understand what I'm saying. You regain all of your health.
I understand it. I'm saying instead of going to sleep, I should have just spent my healing surges.
Potentially.
Potentially.
I mean, how many surges do you have already?
2/3 or 75%.
She had 7?
No, I have
So you regain...
8, but I already
6.
used 2.
Okay,
Okay, so
so you have
75%.
8, you used
Yeah,
2,
you
you
have
had 6, so you're back at full surges.
So
No, you don't regain 4. You have... If you have more than half, you stay at that amount with full health. If you had less than half, you go to half. You get it? Does everybody
So I
understand?
only have 4 ceiling surges. Ceiling.
You have 6.
How many did
You
you...
have 6, because you used 2.
Jesus
ceiling
Christ.
surges.
You have 6
You guys
because you
hear
used 2.
that?
You have 6
Yes,
because
madam.
you used 2.
Yes, man.
That's it.
We all
What?
heard it.
You have 6 because you used 2.
Okay, I have 6.
Okay.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
And I'm full health.
And we take 1 reflex damage.
You take 1... Your reflex save is -1.
I'm just gonna say I'm at full health.
You are at full health! Jesus!
There
Do
is
you need to
no-
explain it all again? Everyone is at
calm
full
down, Chris.
health.
I just said
Just calm
ceiling
down.
surges.
Oh, it's
Calm
like
down.
talking to fucking 6 brick
Hey,
walls.
Hey, you know what makes me feel better? Choking that neck.
Don't choke that neck.
Look at it.
Don't choke that neck.
I don't like
Shave
this
your chest or
episode so
trim it
far.
down or something because it's ridiculous.
Are you choked?
It's completely ridiculous.
man.
It's gross.
I will let it grow out
Oh,
as far
that's
as it can.
debatable.
That's straight gross.
After the 6th hour or so, you start to hear... You hear, like, a scraping. You hear some movement behind the door. There's like
Which door?
The door that's intact.
That's locked.
Okay.
The other door
Is
is
open.
completely broken apart.
Oh, there's only
And
two
it's
doors in the room?
shards of wood.
Okay.
Shards of frozen wood.
So there are only 2 doors in the room. One is shattered and the other is intact.
Right.
Okay.
You're in an entryway that has one door that leads in and
Yes.
one door that leads out. The door that leads out into the
Get the munchies.
iciness is broken apart. The door that leads in, or the other door, is whole. And from beyond that door, you hear some movement and some like scraping. Not like scraping like rock on rock or anything like that. It just sounds like something is walking, but kind of like dragging its feet a little bit.
Tell me.
Okay.
Zombie.
I quietly approach them and like kind of gently wake them up. Hey, I hear some shit.
What?
Wake up and get your shit together.
Fuck you, bitch.
I do that to everyone.
Okay.
Okay, wait.
I will wake up and draw my long sword and mutter to Baron, "What?
Do you not hear that shit?
No, because I was trying to rest after I nearly died yesterday.
Do you hear that
Twice.
shit now? It's going on right now.
Roll a perception.
I mean, it's not quiet.
11.
Bad.
Okay, you can kind of hear it. It sounds like maybe something is moving, not really on the other side of the door, like moving. It's not moving towards the door or anything like that. It just sounds like maybe there's something inside.
What the fuck do you want to do about it then?
Let's open the
Be
door.
ready to fucking kill it.
So lawful good.
These are all magical creatures.
Yeah, sure. Yes, you know that.
Let's open the door.
Everything we fought so far has been magical creature.
I want to open the door.
You want to open the door.
Yes.
You want to open the door.
Yes.
Annie?
Do you know how to open the door?
Fucking no.
No.
When
Then we're not
Mr. Baird
opening
wakes me up, I open my
Oh.
eyes silently, I nod, and I stand up, yelling, "Ah, my power is
I cover
invigorated!"
the fuck out of her mouth before she can get words out of her mouth.
Okay, make a dexterity check.
I think that's
19.
Versus my...
Reflex?
Please say reflex.
Sure.
It works.
Of course.
Versus your anything, it's gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you get out, and then mouth or hand over your mouth.
There's shit behind that door, and we almost died a minute ago.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Bear.
An hours ago.
A minute being a relative term.
What? No, dwarves don't use.
Let's open the door.
terms.
Doors
Doors are
also
very
don't
long.
use intellect.
As soon as he says that you hear the movement behind that door. Just like stop.
Ah, fuck. Alright, let's bust it open and kill it. I'll pull out my miner's pick.
No, wait.
Just cut me off mid-sentence.
Oh, yes, wait.
Stop jerking off when
Okay,
you're
what
talking.
happens? What happens
He
after I tell
sounds
him
like
to wait?
he's chewing tobacco.
I'm gritting my teeth because I'm mad.
There's no sound.
Mr. Bear, what's going on?
I pull out
Mr.
my
Bear, why are we
miner's
whispering?
pick.
Mr. Bear, Mr. Bear, Mr. Bear.
I walk up to the door
Get your shit
and
together, because
put-
we're probably gonna fight something.
and put my ear to the door.
Okay.
He doesn't have an ear.
Puts his hole in his
His
head
orifice.
to the door.
It's an ear S.
It makes a suctiony sound when it touches the door.
Gross. Fucking lizards.
I'll stop pooping myself right now, I swear.
So you don't hear anything. Okay, so from the other side of the door, what you hear is you don't hear scraping. You hear very faint sounds of possibly a fire.
Do I hear any
Like
sort
crackling
Wait.
sounds?
Like very, very extra. Like if it's there, it's a million miles away. Like really faint crackling.
Do I hear any form of breathing?
No.
Oh, lovely. Baron? I don't know if that's actually right, but I think I can hear a fire.
It's the wildlings.
Let's wait until things die down, and then we can try to enter.
No, let's go. Let's open this door.
All right.
Go.
So the
Let's catch them off
Okay,
guard.
Sally, open the magic door.
The
Go.
walking is started again. It's not walking towards. You don't hear it coming closer. You just hear it like moving again.
It sounds like whatever's making that noise is pathing away.
Is it pathing away, or is it just pathing around?
Okay, would you rather look inside and see for that?
Just listen some more.
I keep listening.
Just keep listening
Okay.
some more.
After about like a few minutes, you hear it. It's like moving further and further away, and then you hear it stepping, and you hear like creaks. Like it sounds like
Going downstairs.
wood, up or down. You're not really sure.
I think I can hear it climbing wood stairs. I can't tell if it's ascending or descending.
Okay, did the fire go out, or is it still there?
You can still possibly hear the fire. You're not sure. It's very, very faint if you can hear it, and you're not even sure if you do hear it or if it's just you're just hearing things.
I can't tell. I honestly can't tell.
Okay, let's open it.
Let's open it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stick the pick into the door and slowly pry it open.
A pick is not a crowbar.
There is a flat end that I can stick
Roll a strength check.
I thought it was magical, so doesn't Sally have to open it?
into 18.
So you like stick the pick in the door, and you're prying, and you can feel it start to like ease in a little bit. You like are like moving it around, and you eventually get it into the right spot, and it pops the lock on the door open, and you can feel the door like pry itself open, and you could probably like either pop it open or like slowly pop it open.
I'll slowly pull it open.
All right, so you start to slowly pull it open, and you feel that you probably can't do this by yourself slowly. But you've opened it enough that like someone can put their hands in and like help you pry the door open.
Hang on, get your ass over here.
Okay, as soon as I see the slit in door appear, I grab it as fast as I can and I pull back on
Or
it.
I could just say, Baron, get your ass over here and you come over and help me.
Well, I've been watching
You guys
do it all the
like
time.
you pry it open even further, and you see that like the top of it's not only locked on the like handles, they're double doors like connected in the middle, but the top of the door that you're prying open has a lock that's like in the wall, like one of those like pull down latch
On the
locks.
inside.
So you're prying the bottom of the door open. It's not breaking yet, but it's close to breaking,
Can I
and
reach up around and unlock
not
it?
without letting go of the pick.
can
As
just
I
pass
see
off
the
to
door
Baron.
open, I say excellent, and I walk through the slit.
It is too
It is-
small for you to walk through. It's large enough for you to put a hand through or an arm through. It's not
So,
large enough
you're
for you to
not-
put a body
through
through.
and
You're not
pop the
in
lock.
the new Link to the Past You can't become 2D.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Sally, reach your hand
That'd be
in,
pretty
up there and pop the lock out.
Okay. I stand on top of Mr. Baron,
You
and
don't have to stand
You
on top.
don't.
I stand on top of Mr. Baron, and I open the lock.
Alright, she stands on top of you. Make a
Strength.
42?
strength check to hold her up.
Yes.
That's no.
What was it?
16. No,
15.
15, yeah. You have a crap.
How much do you weigh?
145.
Okay, you can hold her up.
Crushing. Yeah.
You unnecessarily stand on top of him, and you like put your hand inside the door, and you can feel like a latch on the top.
Okay. I feel around for anything else around the latch.
Nothing. There's another latch on the other door.
I will pull the latch.
Okay. You like fumble with it a little bit, and like
Mhm.
when you first pull it, it's kind of stuck. So you like pull harder, and eventually it like you pull it down, and it like a very slight crack, probably like the ice breaking around it, and the door almost falls open. Like it opens up because you're all like prying on it so much, and the four of you like fall over after the door opens. Or the three of you.
Fall over.
Yeah, the door opens, and it'd be like if you're pulling something back, and all of a sudden it like gives way.
Yeah.
I do not
You all
fall
fall.
over. I fall.
You're
I
on
don't
top
fall.
of the dwarf's
I
shoulders.
stand. I end up
I
standing
have
on top of-
fallen.
Right.
So you have fallen.
No.
Because you're on my shoulders.
Like you fall, and I end up like just like falling straight down. And standing
Roll
on
an
top of
acrobat.
You're not Princess Peach. You don't float.
Roll
Yes, I do.
acrobatics.
Sure, roll an acrobatics check.
Excellent.
DC 15 to not fall.
I swear to God, if you crit this, I'll kill you.
One.
4.
A crit miss.
That is a 1.
You may fall on the pick.
You break your nose.
Oh, okay. Wait, never mind.
Damn
All right, you're good. I thought that was a 99%. Okay, you fall and you like fall on your shoulder, and you take like 1 point of damage from falling on the hard ice, or the hard ground.
I do not take that damage.
Fine, the meteor comes and hits you for 2 damage.
You brought that meteor thing on yourself.
You dick.
How do I bring it upon myself?
Because you did that to me when we played that game.
That's your own fault.
No, it wasn't.
It was level 99 vampire. We went
You
over
said
it.
level 9,000.
You also made a meteor fall on me for no reason.
Huh? Because you weren't listening.
You are listening.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
This is why you don't let Sally DM.
So the door opens, and you can see inside. The light inside is like, it's bright. Like you can actually see everything inside.
Ooh.
It opens up into a large foyer. It's like
Foyer?
It actually is foyer. Sorry.
I agree with Dungeon Master. I think it's called a foyer.
Foyer?
Foyer.
Okay, you're all gonna save against the toxic gas.
I didn't say anything.
I said I agree with you.
Except for Barons.
I'm pretty sure I'm immune to poison.
No,
I'm a dwarf.
You're immune to eating it.
I'm a dwarf.
No, you have resistances against eating poison,
I'm a
not
dwarf.
breathing
I
poison.
am a dwarf.
Okay, so it opens to a large
That is
foyer.
a wasted roll.
That was a 20.
Yeah. You
So I
wasted-
saved against the
Inside
poison.
is much like the entryway that you were in. Like the walls, the floor, the roof is all covered in a very thin sheet of ice, and like you can see, it's about 30 feet back. It has these two. You can see the backs of 2 stairways that lead up to like a second floor in front of you. Like they're on opposite ends of the room. And then the room goes back further from where you're standing now. All you can see until you enter the room and like start looking around is the room goes back further, and there's another door back there.
So,
I will
Oh, a
in-
door. I start walking
Inside,
towards the door.
on the 2 sides, like on the walls, like directly next to where this opens up into, there's like large like lamps. Basically, it's like with like torches on top, like 4
I
torches on the
walk
top. They're not
into the
lit,
room.
They're frozen over.
I'll walk into the room, quickly scan for any books.
There's no books. The room itself has like it has like a rug and like some other like basic amenities. No books or bookshelves or anything. It's just like normal stuff, like a small desk with nothing on it, and everything's like frozen over.
I walk to the desk and see if there's any papers.
No,
frozen in
it doesn't have like drawers or anything.
Oh,
It's
okay.
just like a
shelf.
table. It's
Okay.
like basically like a table.
I walk to the nearest door and open it.
Okay, so when you first walk in, to your left and right, there are two openings, like two doorways with no doors in them,
Okay.
that lead into other rooms.
I don't care about
I
that. I look
will-
for an actual door.
Okay, the actual door is in the opposite end of the room. It's
I
about
start
30
walking
feet
towards
away.
it. And
Okay. I notice her walking toward a closed door, and I yell at her.
Sally, what are you doing?
Mr. Baron, that's where we gotta go. It's the door. Let's go.
No. Do you remember what happened the last time you opened doors?
While they're bickering,
Everything
I'm
got
going
fixed.
to
No,
walk to the right
that's not what happened.
and peer down to the doorway
To your right, so when you
to
come
my
in.
right from coming in.
So it opens up into another room. The room itself has like like a shelves on it, and it has like a bookshelf basically next to, or on the corner on the side of it. But from where you're looking directly through the doorway, you can see that there's a small fireplace, and inside there's a blue, like a fire lit. There's no wood or anything in there. Everything's still frozen over, but there's a fire like burning inside the fireplace, and it's like icy blue.
Hey guys, Baron,
Yeah, what?
you might want to take a look at this and bring the magic bitch.
Sally, there's magic.
So
Let's go
you
look at
eventually
magic.
make it to the door.
Sally,
Is it frozen?
Everything's frozen.
Sally, books.
But what? I got a
Do you yell?
crib. Yes, I yell. I
Okay.
go, what?
Alright, you guys all hear creaking from upstairs.
God damn it, Steve, fucking
God damn, what did you tell her there were books?
because it gets her away from opening fucking doors. We should have her open.
It's shit out of her.
She's a dumb bitch. Just get her the fuck over here.
Just get in the room. Just get in the room.
Sally, if you want books, you stay fucking quiet and you follow me.
Okay, let's go.
Pull Annie in the room as well.
Okay. The room it doesn't have a door, it has a doorway. So
Right,
you go
okay.
into the room, it's like, it looks like a banquet hall. It has a large table down the center of it, and some other, like, small shelves on the wall directly next to where you came in, and the wall to the far back. There's another small fireplace on the far back that has, like, the same blue flame as the one next to the one that you're at.
Sally,
Yes.
what the fuck is this blue flame?
It's fire.
Yes, fire doesn't burn blue.
Sure it does. Where are the books? I was promised.
I point to the bookshelf.
I go to the bookshelf.
There is, sure, there's like a few books on the bookshelf.
I grab the nearest book and I start reading it.
Okay,
See,
so you
spot,
go to the
run.
bookshelf and everything's still frozen over, and you go to grab the like nearest book and you pull it off, and it's like frozen solid with the rest of the books on the shelf.
Okay, I start reading it.
It's frozen solid with the rest of the books on
I
the shelf.
start warming it up.
How? The banquet table itself is still set up. It has like 6 or 7 seats on it, and it still has like the utensils and stuff all on it. Everything's still frozen.
I'm gonna walk over to the blue fire
I
and stare at it.
set up several of my candles. I light them and create sort of a defrosting area for the book.
Okay. All right. You start to do that,
Excellent.
and you hear all of you hear from the stairs that are outside. You hear creaking coming down the stairs, and like large like thumps. Like not the you still hear the streak that you heard before, like the small streak thump, but like you also hear some like larger like just thumps.
I wave for the three of them to come into the room, away from view of the doorway. I put my back up next to the doorway, and I peek my head around the corner, trying to be as stealthy as possible.
All right, roll a stealth check.
Wait, so am I in the room now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okey-doke.
16.
You peer around like slightly around the doorway, and you see you can't without them seeing you. You only can see like a part of it. So on the further stairwell, because you hear them walking down both stairwells. On the
Them
further,
or it?
you hear something walking down both stairwells. Unless the thing is so large that it walks down both stairwells
I'm wondering
simultaneously.
that.
You're not sure. but you see like on the wall behind the stairwell and like the room itself, like glinting, like some mild like glinting, like something's reflecting, and then you see, before you like pull your head back in, you see like an arm, and it's like frozen like solid ice, just like jagged ice.
White
like,
Walkers. I was wrong. They're not wildlings.
jagged ice arm with a hand.
I pull my head back. I turn to Baron and I whisper, "Let it walk past, or else we're going to fight something that's probably going to be very unpleasant."
That is a good idea.
Okay, Sally is still in view of the doorway, trying to light up a bookshelf.
In defrost.
I'm going to make a strength check to grab and pull her back
I will
towards
assist
me.
him.
And let's see. I have a 23.
Okay.
And I have a 21.
Alright, you grab her by her arms and you pull her back away from the bookshelf.
And while I'm pulling her, I
No,
cover
my
her,
books!
I cover her mouth with my
Okay.
hand.
Alright. She mumbles.
We will now wait for that thing to go away if it does.
Alright, are you waiting just in the room itself, like next to the doorway? Where are you waiting?
I keep yelling.
I
keep muffling your fucking mouth.
I motion for us to move down
Where
this room
exactly
to
am
find
I?
another door.
You're with them, I assume. You haven't said where you are.
Yeah.
Okay.
we
Yeah,
pulled
you're
you-
with us. We pulled you in the room.
She's just standing catatonic in the hallway, just like staring off into space.
Just
Like they-
frozen in fear.
They
You're
won't see me.
AFK.
I'm frozen.
I motion for us to keep moving down this room to see if there's another door.
Okay.
Okay. I keep
What about
Like,
the other side?
hold of Sally and keep moving with him.
Yeah, that's what
All right, you can hear the moving from the other side of the wall, and it's coming towards the opening of the.
I
the
try
back
and
hall.
move us at a more hurried pace.
Okay, the hall goes down for like the hall itself is 50 feet long. Goes down for a few feet, and you see another door. Woo! That leads like another door like a few feet back that is on the right wall.
I stop yelling with Mr. Barron's hand on my mouth, and I start walking towards the door.
No, we're still like clutching you.
They're
And
holding you.
I keep attempting to walk towards the door.
Okay, they're holding you.
They know my intent
You
of
can
walking
make
towards the door.
Okay, sure.
Okay, sure.
Wait, so our
The wall, the light of the tower itself is coming from small like windows, kind of. They're like small slits in the walls of the tower that are like shooting light through, basically.
Okay. I will motion us to move towards the door and try and open it.
okay, open,
Okay. What?
open.
All right.
I open the door.
All right. You.
Door is open.
The door, like you click the handle open and you open the door. And do you just swing the door open? How do you open the door?
I'll do it stealthily.
I reach my
I'm
arm
not
out.
asking this again. Next time you say open the door, I'm going to assume that you just swing the door open.
I
Fine.
reach my arm out
Okay.
and try and open the door.
I
So,
open the door
You're
like
still
a
fucking being
sneak
grappled.
I'm being
master.
grappled, but that doesn't mean that all
so
of
her
my
hand
limbs are
comes out and
restrained.
she's like trying
Yeah.
to open the door.
There you go.
I'm like the hamburglar looking for something. Hamburger.
Okay. You creak the door
I
open,
hamburglar it.
and you see that the door leads back into the foyer.
Excellent.
Near where the, like you open the door a little bit, and then you see that like you can like peek around, and you see the roll stealth check. That is the wrong dice.
That is the die 12.
Damn. Shenanigans. Ooh. 21.
Okay, so you open it up and you're able to like look around, and you actually now can see the things in the hallway. There is, from what you can see, there's two of them. There's one that's like larger, like more. It has more like mass to it, and it's like they're all ice. They're just completely made of ice, and they're just like
Are they
living
humanoid?
ice. They have, in the sense they have arms, legs, and a head. Yeah.
Yes.
And the larger, like more brawny one is carrying a maul. Like it has a basically a mace in its hand, like topped with like this large ice like block. The other one is more slender, and it has like you see when they're like walking towards the towards opening the door, it I guess like reels its hand up, and like an icicle like comes out of its forearm and like goes into its hand, and it like grips the icicle and it like pulls it back like it's gonna throw it.
Wait, it saw me?
No,
Oh.
as it's walking towards the doorway,
Oh.
the opposite end of the hallway from where you are.
Gotcha. So I turn back in the room. I'm like, hey guys, there's like 2 ice things. One's fat, one's skinny. One's got icicle hands, and one's got like a mace thing.
As you guys are still standing in the doorway, the fire in the like fireplace behind you, kind of it doesn't explode, but it gets larger, and you can you notice that it like kind of like expands and gets larger.
Ooh, let's just attack. I cannot talk ever. Let's attack them with fire.
You cannot talk, Danya.
Hey, do you guys remember
Fuck, man.
when I said Sealing Hurge instead of Healing Surge?
Jesus fucking Christ!
That
Good
was
job,
pretty
Seth.
funny.
I
Good job.
say
Sally, you notice. You are the only one who notices this. Even though there's fires, you don't feel like this place is still freezing cold. Nobody else really makes that
So they're
connection.
like ice
except you.
fire.
No, you don't know anything.
You don't know
Nobody
anything.
makes this connection except for
I
her.
went to look at the fire.
Queen metagame, Captain metagame, cunt.
How am I captain?
Cunt.
Better than being metagamer.
Straight cunt. You
Why
better get
am
the
I-
fuck
Okay.
out of everything. Are you kidding me?
The
You're the
2
cuntiest.
creatures,
Oh,
Oh wait, I actually
they start to walk into like you. They're slowly moving. They're kind of like but you see like the head of the mall like go through the door to the banquet hall. Like
I
they're walking
motion
into
for
the
us
banquet
to
hall.
walk into the foyer, and I whisper to Baron.
Foyer.
I whisper to Baron, ignoring the dumb cunt. We should attack these things. They're just going to keep walking around. We should go around and try and get them by surprise.
You guys have like 2 seconds to make up your mind as to what
I
you're doing
keep walking
right now.
towards the door and trying to.
I'm
The
moving.
door is open.
I'm moving them through
You're
the
all
door
standing
while
near
we're
the
doing
door.
this.
Just go. Just go. Just go.
All right. I will motion us to go through the door, and we move around.
Are they still grappling me? I'm confused.
Yeah, we're
dragging
pulling
you.
you.
So we're moving at a minus speed
Sure.
because
So we're moving
they're.
to the other
I-
side of the
There's
wall.
2 of us carrying you.
I'm assuming they're not trying to move quickly, but you've also not tried to like get out of the ground.
I personally have not.
Are we moving to the other side of the hall?
We're going to move around and follow behind them and flank them.
So I
We're here.
saw something interesting.
They're
today.
here. We're going to go
So
around.
when you go back
and get
into the
behind.
banquet hall, you see that there are, or when you go back into the foyer,
Foyer.
I'm gonna punch you in the dick, straight up, right in the penis. You see that there are 2 other doors, one directly across from the door that you just came out of, and one the door that you saw when you first came into the foyer from the
I
outside.
go back to that door, that original door that I tried to go through.
We're not
when I first
letting
came
go.
in. So I attempt to go back to that door.
Silly, stop. There's 2 things that are freaking walking around here from what it
But
sounds
look,
like.
there's a door. That's our only
You're so
reprieve.
muffled.
Are we attacking them?
Yeah. So I say, all muffled. Hey, look, that's a door. That's our only reprieve.
We can't understand you, so we just keep doing other things.
We should probably take these things out so we can keep moving freely.
No, there's another door. We should go try the other door.
Yeah.
I tell
Other
them
door.
that those are magical creatures, and there's no point trying to take
Other
them
door.
out, but they don't hear that because I'm muffled.
Nope,
Other door.
just muffled.
Other door.
All right, let's try it for the other door. So
Yeah.
Which door?
the one we haven't walked through
The
yet.
closest.
There are 2 that you haven't walked through
the
yet.
closest new door.
Okay, so the one that is directly across from where you first came into the foyer.
Okay.
So
Which I tried to go through. These fucking
no.
cunts.
the one it's at the north
Okay,
of the
So
the tower.
to our right.
Yeah, to your right. So you start to head towards that door, and you open it, and it just opens normally, and you can the door like swings open.
All right. So swings open. Close it behind us like as gently as I can.
Okay.
And we will all move inside.
Okay. After you all close it behind you and you move inside, you realize that you did not close the door to the banquet hall after you came through,
Uh-huh.
because none of you said you did that.
I try and move out and go close that.
No,
It's
bullshit.
all the way on
That's
the
the biggest
other
thing you ever
side.
heard.
He just said we forgot to do that.
Right,
You
but
all
we forgot to do
realized.
that, but he's not like something alerted you to you forgot.
No.
Crib, you have to go all
can
the way to the
remember that
other
you
side.
forgot it, but
But none of us remembered that we forgot it.
sure. Okay. None of you remember that you forgot it.
Can I roll a memory check to see if I remember that I forgot it? Jeez,
You can roll.
Kaito.
You can roll a wisdom check to see if you remember that you forgot it.
11.
Okay. You remember that nobody closed that door.
Okay, I double back and try and close that door quietly.
Okay.
All right. As you open the door from the area that you're in now, when you first walk into it, you realize that it is a kitchen. It has like burners and like all the normal kitchen stuff. It also has like a large shelf on the back that has like some random assortment of kitchenware. It's a very like basic kitchen, and there are like several jars, like jars of frozen liquid, and inside the jars you see
Our brains.
like
Brains.
you don't. It looks like tentacles inside the jar.
Tentacles. It's the Kraken.
And Baron or Crib, you open the door back into the foyer, and you like leave and go back into the foyer.
And try and close the door that we just came through.
All right. As you're walking towards the door that you came through, the two creatures like come up the side of the inside of the banquet hall, and they see you coming out of the other door.
Fuck. I blame you, because you should remember to close the goddamn door.
Hey, 2 douche canoes are grappling someone. So there you go.
No,
No,
only
he
one
let
douche
go.
canoe is grappling you now.
I
2 douche
stare at
canoes
them.
at that time were grappling me.
They both like stop in their tracks and like stare directly at you.
I stop in my tracks and stare directly at them. And I say, I'm Crib, sup?
All right, one of the one with the mall like points at you and just like says
Shrieks.
something like
Shrieks.
yells something to the other one in some like language that you don't
Is it
understand.
loud enough for them to hear?
Yes, it is really loud.
A shriek.
He yells and then at the same time he looks up and he starts yelling again.
I
Guys!
Does anybody speak elemental?
Yes.
Do you really?
So nobody
I
speaks elemental.
speak Draconic, so no.
Okay. Yeah, you don't understand. It's just it sounds like it's like a really harsh like it sounds like what German sounds like. It's like very harsh and like consonant-y.
Massacre!
Yeah,
Germans
just
are
like Raska, Raska, and he like screams it back. Like he looks towards the stairwell, look up, and he screams it up there. And you guys everyone hears this yelling. Like after
Crib,
Crib shut the
do
door.
something.
He's not there.
No,
You
he
can't
shut the
talk to
door
him.
behind him.
Oh, he shut the door behind
said
him? I thought he was opening the door.
No, he said he opened the door and he walked into the banquet hall, or the foyer. And
I
shuts
went
it
back
behind
to
him.
close the door that we just walked through.
Okay.
Right.
Foolish.
And you guys hear scrambling from upstairs.
I grab a tentacle jar, and I have it poised, ready to throw it.
The whole thing is frozen. Like it's frozen.
I
inside.
can't grab a tentacle jar and
You
throw
can.
it. Okay,
I
I grab a
yell-
tentacle jar.
Back to them.
Tentacle
There,
jar.
we got incoming.
I sit there casually being grappled by Mr. Baron, just like I hope this is worth it, Mr. Baron.
I
Probably
release.
let her go.
I release fucking Sully and then I walk back outside to
Guys,
Crib.
grab
Was that worth
the
it, Mr.
jars.
Baron? I kept telling you guys to close the door.
Grab
You did not say that.
Grab the jars.
Bluff check.
Fucking, I'll bluff the fuck out of this. Jokes?
You jokes.
13.
Do you have any pluses?
Plus 10.
That
She,
is- that
she
is not.
seems-
That did not pass my passive insight.
Your passive insight's 11.
13.
13, okay.
Ty goes
it
to- fuck
ties.
Ty goes to the
dagger.
dagger.
What? 13? I said 13. He said 11. He said 11.
No. Last week we said that every time we have a tie, we
Oh.
roll the d20s.
Sure, you
High
guys
roll
never
win.
roll off.
Alright, fine.
Roll off. Roll
That's a
off.
17. That's a 5. Baron wins.
Eat a dick.
Roll off.
Probably just bullshitting.
Can we have a roll off song? Like every time there's a roll off, we'll be like, roll off.
What
No.
did you take
Roll
today?
it off.
No.
Roll
Steph?
it off.
No. If I had rolled up newspaper, I would hit you on the nose.
Okay,
Steph,
so you hear like
Why are
scrambling
you
from
guys
upstairs.
against a roll off song?
You guys like
Hit him with this.
As you open the door from the kitchen into the foyer, because you like open the door to go into the foyer, you notice that the stairs themselves lead up to kind of like the foyer. This part of the foyer is like an atrium. It like goes up to the second floor, so you can see the second floor is like railing and balcony and stuff like that. And you see like two more almost identical to the creatures that are down here. Not two more, but like one of each extra, almost identical to the creatures that are down here.
Two
Looking
fatties, two
over
thinnies. Yeah.
the balcony. No, one fatty, one thinny up there.
Yeah, but total, it's two fatties, two
Yeah.
thinnies.
And you also see one that's like way larger than the other four.
Oh, good.
And he like comes over the balcony too. His you guys notice that he
So we got thin one, fat one, and tons of fun.
he like has he's not fat, he's just taller and like
Stocky.
like larger. And he has like almost this like aura of ice just like circling around him.
I'm like, don't worry, guys. I got this. I got the jar.
Sally, I'd start running because you're probably going to get shot in the back with another arrow.
You know how, like, in Pirates of the Caribbean, when...
I got a jar of dirt.
Yeah, except I'm like that with the tentacles. I'm like, I got a jar of tentacles. I got a jar of tentacles.
Yes. Thank you.
I say, Mr.
That
Baird,
is
what's
the
going on?
end
Okay.
Of us.
of the episode. If you guys don't hear Steph next episode, it's because I fucking murdered her.
Yay,
What's wrong?
murder.
I poisoned their food. It's going to happen.
I don't know why you guys don't enjoy my antics.
Let's try not to
Semi-enjoy
understand why. Let's try to understand the fact that we don't.
But I don't know why. I bet our listeners like it. I really want to know if they're like, this girl needs to shut the fuck up, or if they're like, she's the only funny one on this podcast.
I'll make sure to post to the listeners.
All right.
next time.
Well, thanks for listening. Subscribe to us on iTunes. Like, check us out on Facebook
Yay,
and all that other stuff.
Drunkards and Dragons.
Listen to the end of the podcast for all of the info for those things. See you next week.
See ya.
Thank you for listening to an episode of Drunkards and Dragons. If you've enjoyed the show, please subscribe to us on iTunes and like our Facebook page at facebook.com/drunkdnd.